Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles. And this is today's hard level difficulty puzzle. And it's called Fractured Symmetry by Rab Baron. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. We have German whisper lines, where adjacent digits along a green line have a difference of at least 5, and I call these whisper 5 lines because a setter came up with that nomenclature, and I thought it made sense because it's very easily extensible. So as an example, since we have a 1 here, these digits must be 6, 7, 8, or 9, because those are the digits which are 5 or more away from 1. And that's an example of how a German whisper/whisper 5 line works. We also have palindromes, where digits along a gray line read the same in both directions. So for this palindrome line, it's very simple. This digit is the same as that one, because it reads the same that way as it does this way. For this longer one, then you have to have these digits reading the same going this way as it does going this way. And that's an example of how palindromes work. We have little killers where digits, a clue outside the grid gives the sum of the digits along the indicated diagonal. So therefore, these digits must add up to 28. These 4 digits must add up to 27. And these 6 digits also add up to 28. And finally, we have Kropki dots, where digits in cells joined by a white dot are consecutive. So, for example, if this were, say, a 6, this would have to be 5 or 7 for both of these cells, because these 2 digits are consecutive, because there's a white dot between them, as are these 2. Which means, therefore, that's an example of how that works. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. So this adds up to 28 along this diagonal. And since these are the same digits as these, because this must be a palindrome going this way, and it's exactly symmetrical for this part at least, these 3 digits must be exactly the same as these 3 digits, which means, and same thing for this, these 3 digits are exactly the same as these 3 digits. So therefore, they must add up to 14 for both of them. Since this adds up to 27, this must add up to 27 also, because we know these digits have to be exactly the same as these 4 digits. Do we color them? So 27, we have at most 8 and 9 here, which is 17. So that means these 2 digits must add up to 10 at least. Okay. And again, these 3 are the same digits as these 3. These 4 are the same digits as these 4. Same with these. So the question is, should we start coloring things? This has to be 6 through 9, because this is next to a 1 on a whisper 5 line. These two, okay, so let's maybe color the central box. So light, medium, light, medium, dark, green, pink, orange, red, yellow, and blue. So we know this is yellow, so this must be yellow. This is orange here, so this must be orange there to be a palindrome. We have green here, and we have medium gray here. Okay. Medium is not the same as yellow. So medium has to be one of these two. If medium were here, that means it would also have to be there for the palindrome to work, which is impossible because we have a medium already in that color. So this must be medium there. Green has to be here and here. If this is green, this would have to be green, which is impossible because we already have a green in the column. So this must be green here. Orange is here and here. If this is orange, this would have to be orange, and that's not possible because of the orange already in the column. So this must be orange there. Okay. Remaining colors in row 4 are pink, red, yellow, blue. Okay. That means this has to be pink, red, yellow, blue, but it cannot be yellow or blue. So this can't be yellow or blue. It's pink or red. This is then pink or red here. This digit is the same as that, and it cannot be yellow or blue. So this is pink or red, which means that's pink or red here. That pink-red pair in row 4 eliminates pink and red in the rest of the column. So this is a yellow-blue pair. Okay. Remaining digits in row, let's do column 6 are green and light. So green and light are here, which means green and light in column 5 have to be these cells here. Because we have a green and light here in column 4, we have a green and light here in column 6. So this must be green or light here. So we have definitely green or light here. So this can't be green because of green in the row. So there's no green possible there. So these two digits specifically cannot be orange, green, pink, or yellow, or medium. Okay. Remaining colors in row 6. We have light, medium, dark, and pink. Okay, so therefore this must be light, medium, dark, or pink to correspond. And this must be light, medium, dark, or pink. So this cannot be light either place. So this is not light here, which means this is not light here, and this is not light here. Okay. Again, this can't be, it has to be one of the outer corners. So red, light, blue, or dark is here. Red, light, blue, or dark. So this is red, light, blue, or dark here. This we don't really have very much information, so let's not color those yet. Blue is one of these 3. Yellow is one of these 3, interestingly enough. This is consecutive with 2 other digits, so it must be either 2, 3, 4 or 6, 7, 8. Well, if this is 2, that would force this to be a 1, 3 pair. And that's never going to work. So these 2 digits are the same as these 2 digits, which must be 2 apart from each other. So what digits can be here? 1 and 3. So we can't have, these are 2 apart from each other. So they're either 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 8, or 7, 9. 1, 3 is ruled out because that's only 4, and the remaining 2 digits would have to add up to 27 minus 4. That's 23, which 2 digits obviously can't work. So this can't be 2. What about 3? Oh, this can't be medium because of medium in the column. And this can't be medium for that same reason. This medium also eliminates medium here. Okay, so then this is a green, pink, dark pair, which eliminates pink and dark in the rest of the row. So this is light and medium here, which eliminates light and medium in the rest of the box. So this cannot be light. This can't be light. Where is light and green then in column 5? It has to be here as a pair. So this is light and green. That's what I was hoping to find, actually. Remaining digits in column 5 then have to be blue, red, dark, and orange. And obviously this can't be orange because that would have to be the same as that, and it sees that, so no orange there. And it cannot be blue because of the blue-yellow pair in the box. So this is red or dark here. This is red or dark, that's red or dark. Okay, so again, this digit is next to 2 unique digits. Can't have 1, 3. Can't be 2, 4. 27 minus 2 and 4 is 21, which 2 digits cannot add up to. So 2 and 4 are eliminated, so therefore this can't be 3. What about 3 and 5? 3 and 5 add up to 8. 27 minus 8 is 19, which is too big. Still, for 2 digits. 19, you can't have 9 and 9. 9 and 9 is the most you could have here. So this cannot be 4. Therefore, this is 6, 7, 8, which must be next to 1, 2, 3, which is next to 7, 8, 9 here, because this is next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. So the blue must be 1 through 4 here. So medium is 1 through 3, and blue is 1 through 4, interestingly enough. This is then either 5, 7, 6, 8, or 7, 9. Either way, we are guaranteed we have a 7 here. This is 5, 5, 7, 6, 8, or 7, 9. And one thing we know, since this adds up to 27, and these two are both the same parity, is that this is an even sum, so this must be an odd sum. So this cannot be the same digit. So you can't have pink here and pink here. So if you had pink here and pink here, obviously that, well, okay. If this were pink, this would be red, which would make that red. Oh, we have a red, pink, dark triplet in box 2. And in box 6, which means the rest of the box cannot be red, pink, or dark. So there's no red or dark here. This is not red or dark here, which means this is a blue-orange pair, which eliminates blue and orange in the rest of the column, so this can't be blue. And box. So this can't be blue or orange. That means it has to be yellow here. So this is yellow. Remaining digits in box 6 then have to be light and what's the other one? No, medium. Light and medium. This is the same as that, so it cannot be blue. It's, yeah, we have the same thing here. So this adds up to 14, and this adds up to 14. This is a blue-yellow pair here in row 5. Okay. So since this is dark, this must be dark also. Red and pink. Oh, so these three also add up to 14, which is the same as these, because these are exactly the same as these. It's just we don't know the ordering of this. So one of them is between two unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. And they must add up to 14. So can you ever have two low digits? I guess with 9, maybe? You would have to have... Huh. So we know these have to be different digits because if they were the same, they would add up to an even sum, and we know this adds up to an even sum. So therefore, therefore, two even numbers add up to an even sum overall, but 27 is an odd sum. So let's just mark these as letters right now. So we have A, B, and C, or actually, I guess we should make it this A, B, and C to make it equivalent. So C, so this cannot be C, it cannot be A either. Right? Because A sees it right there. C cannot be the same as this, because we know that these must add up to an odd sum, so they can't be the same digit. So this has to be B. And since it's B, that would have to be red or dark here. This is pink or dark, so these have to be the same, and therefore these are both dark. So B's are dark, which eliminates dark in the rest of the boxes they're in. That makes this pink, which means this can't be pink, it's red. That eliminates red from being here. So this is pink there. This can't be dark here. And again, this cannot be pink. So there is what matches there. Dark, interesting. Okay, so then we don't need the lettering anymore. Dark remaining digits have to be one of these two. Okay, so what happens? So it's one of these two here and one of these two here in box 1 and box 9. This cannot... Okay, so dark can't be here. Dark also cannot be here because this is... These have to alternate between low and high digits, and this would be the opposite pair here. So these can't be dark. That can't be dark. Either both of these are... So can both of these be dark? The answer is no. If both of these are dark, That means none of these are dark and none of these are dark, which would force this to be dark, but then this would be the opposite set as this one. So this can't be dark. So therefore, dark cannot be either of these. Therefore, dark has to be both of these, which forces this to be dark over here. So that's full 9 darks. Pink. Cannot be here or here. That's not very restrictive. Can't be here or here. Can't be here, interestingly enough. So pink has to be one of these two. Pink can't be here or here. What about red? Red can't be here or here. So red can't be here or here. Red can't be any of these. Red also can't be there. So this is definitely dark. So dark is a high digit. And it cannot be 5 because it's on a whisper 5 line. So we're guaranteed dark is a high, pink is a low, red is a high, and they must add up to 14. The only way that's going to work is if it's 6, 7, and 1. So red and pink, therefore pink is 1. So all the pinks are 1. The darks are 6 and 7. So we don't know if this could be 5. This could also be all these digits here. Pink is 6 and 7. Sorry, red is 6 and 7. And so is dark, as I said. This 6, 7 sees 6, 7 here. So cannot be, this is, oh, we have a 6, 7 pair. So this is seen 6, 7 twice, and this is 6, 7. So this is 13 guaranteed. First of all, this can't be 6 or 7, and this is 1, which is pink. So that's pink, which means pink can't be here or here. So pink has to be one of those two. Pink has to be one of those two. Pink can't be here or here. It can't be here, so pink is one of these two. So we have a definite 13 here. So this cannot be 7 here, because if 13 plus 7 is 20, 27 minus 7 is another 7, and that would have a repeat in that box. So dark has to be 6. Since dark is 6, red has to be 7. That's pretty cool, actually, some of these things. So this can't be 6. Has to be then 7 or 8 here. And it has to be consecutive with 6, so this is 7 here. That means, and this can't be 1, so that means medium has to be 2. So medium is 2. This blue is not 1 or 2. So it's 3 or 4. This can't be 7. So green or medium is 8 or 9. So this is 6, 7, and this must be 8. So this is 8 here. That's 14 plus 13 adds up to 27. So this is 8. This is 8. Orange. Yellow is next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. Huh. So it can't be 1 or 2. So if it can't be 3 either, because if it's 3, that would force this to be an 8-9 pair. So therefore, yellow cannot be low. Yellow has to be a high. So it's 8 or 9 here. So yellow is an 8 or 9. Which is next to 3 and 4 on the Whisper 5 line. So one of these two is going to be blue. We don't know which one. The remaining digits in row 3 then have to be 7, 9, or 5. And 5 can't be on the Whisper 5 line. This can't be 7 because of 7 in the column. So this must be 9 here, which means this can't be 9 here. This can't be 9 or 7, so that's 5, which makes that 7 there. This is next to both 3 and 4, so this is a 9. So yellows are 9, and this is 8. So yellows have to be 9. We don't know what these are. So these are 9 here. That means this can't be 9. This is 8, which means blue has to be 3. So blue is a 3. This is next to this digit, which cannot be, it's next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line. So this must be 3, which makes this 8. So light gray has to be 8, which means this can't be light, it's green. This is 3, which makes this 4. Green can't be the 4, so orange has to be the 4. So this is not orange here. This is blue. This is not blue here. That's orange. So this can't be blue because they are both low. And yellow, again, has to be here. So this can't be yellow, it's blue. This can't be yellow because it's 9 there, so this has to be blue, which eliminates blue there. We don't know about medium and light. So green has to be not 4. It is 5. So green has to be 5. Orange is 4. Yellow is 9. And blue is 3. And now we just do the rest by just normal Sudoku. This can't be 7, or not normal Sudoku, but this can't be 7 because of 7 on the next to it on a Whisper. Sorry, this is 7, which means this has to be 1 or 2. And it cannot be 1 because of 1 in the row and column. So therefore it must be 2. 2 has to be next to this digit, which is 7, 8, or 9. Cannot be 6 or 8, so this is 7 or 9 here. And now we just do the rest from normal Sudoku. So we don't need the coloring anymore. It's kind of confusing. So let's remove these. Remaining digits in column 6 are what? 5 and 8. And this can't be 8 because of 8 in the row. So this is 5. That's 8. Remaining digits in column 4. We have 4 and 3. And we don't really have any restrictions there. This digit has to be 2, 3, or 4 to be next to the 9. Remaining digits in row 5, we have 2 and 8. Remaining digits in row 6, we have 2 and 8. And this can't be 8 because of 8 in the column. So this is 2, which makes that 8. Okay. Remaining digits in row 7, we have 3, 4, 5. This can't be 3 or 5 because of 3 or 5 in the column, so that's 4. And this is 3 or 5 here. And we have 3 or 5 here. 8 eliminates 8 here, so that's 2, which makes this 8. Remaining digits in column 3, we have what? 3, 7, 8. Okay. 8 can't be here, so this is 3 or 7. And then we have, this can't be 8 here, because so this must be 3 or 7 because of 8 in the row. So that forces this to be 8 here. Remaining digits of column 7 are 3, 5, and 9. 9 cannot be either of these because of 9 in the box. So this must be 9 here. This can't be 5 because of 5 in the row, so that's 3, which makes that 5. That means this can no longer be 3 here. Remaining digits of row 2. We have 1, 2, and 4. This can't be 2 or 4 because of 2 or 4 in the column, so this is 1. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the column, so that's 2, which makes this 4. Okay. Remaining digits in column 8. Well, this has to be 2. So that's 2 because of remaining digits in that box. We have 1 and 4 remaining? Yes. 1 and 4 remaining in column 8. In column 9, we have 2, 3, and 5. This can't be 2, so this is 3, 5 as a pair. That eliminates 3, 5 in the rest of the column, so this is 2 here. Remaining digits in row 1, we have 3, 7, and 9. And this can't be 3 or 7 because of 3, 7 in the column, so that's 9, which makes this 3 or 7. That leaves the remaining digit in column 1 as a 1. So this is 1, which makes this not 1, so it's 4 and 1. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 3 and 4. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 5 and 3. 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 5, and 3 here, so that's 7. Which means this can't be 7, it's 9. 7 eliminates 7 in the rest of the column, so it's 3 and 7. Which leaves this as a 6. Not a 6. Is a 3. Anyways. I don't know how I got a 6 there. It was just, I don't know. Kind of out of it there. Pretty cool. I like coloring exercises a lot. And that's actually kind of why I actually chose this puzzle. Because I was curious about what type of, if it would be a coloring exercise, which it essentially was. But yeah, there was a lot of interesting stuff going on around here. Okay, yeah, I determined that this was dark. And that basically broke everything apart. So since we know that this was dark, these had to be 2 highs, and 2 highs and a low had to add up to 14, which made it 1, 6, and 7. Yeah, I went over that kind of quickly. So the reason why it's 167 is that's the minimum you can have for 2 highs and 1 low digit on a Whisper 5 line. With the high digits being, with all the digits being unique, right? So if you're guaranteed 2 highs and 1 low, the minimum is 167, which is what this amount has to be. So since it matches the minimum and matches that amount, it has to be those digits then. I went through that rather quickly, but I guess it's not that hard to logic out, right? Not too bad. I think I would classify this as average, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's harder if you, I'm not sure what other approach you can really take though, with that other than start coloring. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.